You good?
I'm just making this awkward. What's up, guys? Oliver Nye here. Welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. A special treat for you. We are hanging with the homie Joe here in South Jersey. And man, a swimbait head, big bait fisherman, kind enough to let us fish his backyard for an episode fishing with old Gnarly, who's still out there, freaking savage, man. But we're in here warming up because it is freezing. First time I've ever had ice forming on my rod tip. New experience for me. So the rest of us came inside and we're going through some of Joe's collection. This is sick. We just went through, we've got some slammers, some 316 stuff, some 22nd century. Like my dude here has been on game for well over a decade. I mean, he's got baits all the way back to 93. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on, and leave a comment below. Do you guys want to see more of this stuff? Maybe we can talk Iconelli to let us go down memory lane in his man cave. See what we can dig up. Maybe we can walk back there, man.
This thing has seen many a fish. many, more fish than anything I've ever caught.
Show that thing off to the boys and girls at home.
That's the one right there.
That's the juice, huh?
Yep. She's got some rash. I mean, hundreds of fish caught on that bait.
That's wild.
Hundreds. Throw that in there. Here's one that I wish that I could get more of.
Really? What is
Deep,
that?
it's a fish arrow deep jack. The problem is they're wood, and they take water in.
Right.
I got two of them. This caught a ton of fish too.
The deep jack.
Here's
I don't
one that
remember seeing those guys.
I don't even know if Mickey ever actually released these or not, but another one. Little bait, caught a ton of fish.
Sick.
What else is my go-to? Caught a ton on that. Caught a ton on this little Pat's. A ton of fish.
So obviously this is the Northeast, and I know there's a cult following even more so for the Pat stuff. What's the deal, man? I'm just a
I
West
can't
Coast
get.
guy.
Listen, I'm South Jersey, right? So I'm not New England.
So you're out of the club.
I'm out of the New England club. Man.
Dang, man.
I've probably, and this box has evolved like years. I mean, some of this stuff has been here from day one. Like this freestyle shad and this Wake Junior were probably some of the first baits that
That's a baby wake.
Yeah, baby wake. That's what I meant. Sorry. Were some of the first baits that I bought after that slammer. But besides that, this box has evolved. Wake Junior.
Yeah, that was my jam right there, man.
Yeah, no doubt. This thing
The
has
Wake
seen a
Junior
bunch.
got it done.
And I have so many of these.
Dude, you
What do
got
you got?
first gen Wake Juniors. Oh my god. Wow.
One goes in here, and these have just been sitting in this box for a long time.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
You're in Jersey.
Yeah.
And I talked about how I always thought it was cool that the guys are starting to offer you guys perch patterns to match a hatch. And I see more perch pattern baits here in this baby wake. Was that like a factor for you at all? I'm just kind of curious to be like, oh, I know there's perch in here. I'm
I
gonna
would
throw
buy
this
it. And
bait.
again, for me, like if there's one pattern that I'm going to buy for myself, it's going to be a shad pattern of some sort. I think that, it's just a forage fish that anything wants to eat.
Right.
But, and you're still sticking to that traditional stuff, whites and blacks and stuff like that.
Like, that's just cool, man. Like, perch patterns are just cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Am I buying it because there's perch in this lake? Am I buying it because I'm in the Northeast? Yes, but at the same time, it's just cool.
Right.
Do I think they're honing in on that because it's a perch pattern rather than something else? I don't know.
Got it. I'm always just kind of curious to how people...
It's a perch pattern rat.
Right.
That'd be safe. But yeah, this is the one. This is the one that did it.
Oh, that's the one. That's
first
the
one.
mini. That's right.
I'll
That's
never
right.
get rid of this.
That's right. Baby bass pattern.
Baby bass.
That's always been a
first
high
one.
confidence color for me.
God, I remember that day like yesterday. Yeah, a lot of stuff in here. There's one I need to fish more. That thing will probably slay fish. Some of this stuff comes in here, some goes. They don't make this anymore. I caught a fish on this that bent one of the hooks out.
Oh,
And I never got it in the lake, yep. Since changed the hooks, painted them.
Super sick. Oh, bullshad.
Bullshad.
Shout out to Mike Buka. He's always been a rad dude, man. Those guys.
Regular rat. I got just about every size. I mean, you saw out there in my garage, I got stuff hanging all over the place. There's all kinds of.
You know what's wild is I ended up having, a decent relationship with old Jerry and found out that he actually grew up in my same neighborhood.
No way.
Like he's name
Something
dropping streets and stuff. And I was like,
water.
yo, are you serious?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he went to the same high school.
Yeah,
like
that's
40
pretty
years
wild,
removed or whatever. He's ancient, old as dirt.
He does cool stuff now. I follow him on Instagram and he's catching lake trout and all that kind of
the
stuff.
thing about Jerry that's always fascinated me as a lure maker is that he is a fishy bastard. Like he catches fish.
Yeah.
That insight is invaluable.
Right. Yeah. Cross species.
Absolutely. Yeah. Multi-species. Whitmer was a similar deal. They used to actually fish together way back, and when someone has that insight of actually doing this, it totally translates into their product.
Yeah, no doubt. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, to understand what catches and what doesn't catch fish, or how you want to catch fish. I feel like a lot of people make the baits to what they want to make the baits. You know what I mean? And make it be a little distinct. Which is cool. Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to all the OG bait makers, man. You guys kicked off this wild culture that continues to grow and evolve. Yeah. And it's so dope to travel literally across the country and see this here. Yeah. And see baits that are represented all the way back.
If you would have came here 5 years ago,
it was insane, right? Oh, dude, mine was insane.
You catch that bug for a while.
Sure.
And then you have a hard time rationalizing how much money you actually have sitting in boxes that you can't even use enough. Like, I'm going fishing, I'm taking 5 of them with me. You know what I mean?
No, man, it's crazy.
And it's no different than anything else. God, I can't tell you how many times I would bring a handful to a lake and go fish, and you get there and the condition's different, and you're like, oh God, it's sitting there. I wish I had a different color, or I wish I had something else, and you're like,
Have you not seen my boat, man? Like, I gotta have everything with me for exactly that reason.
But yeah, man.
No, this is beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Hey Joe, thanks for sharing the
Happy
day,
guys.
the
Appreciate
lake,
it.
The baits, man. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was a little nicer out. I mean, look out and see ice on the lake stuff.
It's beautiful. I came to Jersey for the weather here in January.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope Mike's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was the one, man.
That thing's old.
Yep, this is like first gen.
Yeah, and like this stuff is just stuff I acquired through the years. I'll see go up for sale. Like I still got an old Castaic boy in the box. No, he ain't nothing, but that's old school too.
That used to be a big lure to me when I used to see these in the case. Established in 1993. Wild.
Old school special edition Nezummas.
Look at this.
Skunk.
Bro, these are the ones I was talking about on the live stream last night.
And just those super odd slammers.
Look at that one, bro. 4 and 10. Man, shout out to Scott Whitmer, wherever he is. I think he's in AZ now, but
just a bunch of old weird shit.
I've caught a lot of fish on his baits, man, including this XL Nezumma.
I've never seen one of these before.
Oh, is that a Rago?
Yeah, I don't even
sure
know what it is.
Dude, Jerry has made some interesting lures over the years,
Yeah,
and
like I said,
I've never seen this rat.
I don't even know where it came. Like maybe I bought it on eBay one day.
Check that out. It's got a cut mouth. Probably walks beautifully.
Yeah.
Just throw a little bit
popper.
of water.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rago, Jerry Rago.
Old. Like, this is an old one.
Mike Shaw.
Don't even have a date on it. Pre.
Look at that.
Super early.
That's straight out of Mike Shaw's workshop in Utah, man. Hope he's doing well. Check that out. That's an iconic wake bait there.
Ton of old ones. 02.
Is that a Joe mod right there?
No, I bought it like that.
Oh, no kidding. That's got to be a Kalen's Mogambo grub.
These don't even get fish. These are just straight sitting in the bottom. I see them go up like this, like the fin ones. Like that
Oh,
boy
yeah,
right there is
yeah.
an O2 fin boy.
Look at that. This is dope.
Old snake. You don't see these anymore either.
We're just in some suburb in the Jersey area. And we got swimbait culture deep in it. Look at that one. MS snake.
Yeah, a little MS possum.
MS possum. Yo, that one is dope.
Like, stuff you just don't see that often. Like that one don't have a date or nothing on it, but that's a slammer. L1.
Yeah, even back then, man, the slammer dudes were like a different breed. Like, they were loyal, man.
Yeah.
Dang, that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought that brand new. Flat sides. Just all random odd stuff. This boy, purple nitro with fins.
Right. So tell me that story again, man. First big bait experience.
Yeah, first
So,
big
like,
bat. Yeah.
What made
First
you
night out.
actually buy one of these?
Tackle warehouse. I was like, dude, that's a sick topwater bait. I'm gonna buy that thing. You know what I mean? So I bought it.
What size was it?
It was the mini.
The mini. Okay.
And let me tell you, that thing sat on a rod, sat in my garage at my last house for a year before I even fished it once. And then actually that dude we saw over there, Keith.
Oh, Keith?
Keith was like, I bet you can't catch a fish on that.
That's all it
First
took.
night out. Bang, 614.
Yo,
It was
we're
right
in
at-
South Jersey. That's a big fish.
Yeah, big fish. Yeah. That was probably one of the biggest ones I ever put on a scale to that point in my life.
This is a mini, isn't it?
Yeah, that's whatever you would call it. I mean, look at this thing.
Right.
I mean, that's a tiny little
But
one.
that seems like a big bait
Yeah.
when you first jump into
Yeah,
this
when-
world,
absolutely.
right?
I mean, no, that's not a mini. The mini has the little tail on it. Like, I don't even have one in here. But yeah, it's about that size.
But what a trip.
That's smaller than the 7's a small one, then the 9,
Right.
and then it goes up from there. So that's smaller than a 7.
This is what we were talking about on Bass U, right? You started with a smaller version,
Yeah.
caught a good fish,
It doesn't matter.
built confidence.
Listen, man.
Yo,
it's-
look at all this! Look at this box.
Yeah.
That's how it develops.
Yeah. These are, and this is just all slammers. I mean, in my heyday, I had so many swim baits. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I've just dwindled down to the ones that I fish and I like to fish. You know what I mean? And that's,
I do.
yeah.
I
And
can
these
relate.
ones are all what's left over. Like I always, whenever I saw a slammer go up for sale that was something unique or old or something like that, I would just buy it. And
Didn't I just say that about the slammer dudes?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
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 man. It's
yeah,
cool.
box
It's
up.
cool to see.
yeah,
This is a heck of a collection, brother.
yeah, old school ones.
So this is the box that you don't fish.
Don't fish. This has been sitting in my basement for ages.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You got to show us the box that you do fish.
Yeah, yeah.
I want
We
to
got
see
all kinds
the,
of goodies in there.
the rash, the
Yeah,
missing
the beat up
paint.
stuff.
Oh, dude, look at that. I've never seen one with that tail.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them with that tail. Actually, not long.
Fascinating.
This one's
I hate
the
those
two
hooks.
fins. It's old, rusty's weird. Like this one, I bought this from Japan.
Oh, really? Yeah. That looks like a color they would paint for
bought that
Japan.
from Japan.
Yeah. That's gnarly looking.
Yeah,
That's sick.
bunch of old slammers.
You know, for me, being a West Coast guy and seeing some of the early baits being offered in like perch patterns, I'm like, man, I wonder if that's going to be enough to give these dudes confidence to like throw a bigger bait to match the hatch.
Yeah, yeah.
I always thought they were cool.
Honestly, and it's when you're fishing this type of bait, you're triggering a predatory response, right? Like that's what it is. It's they attack it. It doesn't matter what it is. They don't. I don't think they're looking at this and saying that's a possum.
Right.
That's a snake.
Right.
That's something moving on the top that I'm just gonna kill.
That's
Is
right.
what it is. You know?
Absolutely, man. So tell me, what was going through your head when you were watching Bass U the other night and old Pete was talking about?
Oh, it was driving me crazy. I almost wanted to turn it off.
I go, man, that stuff that West Coast stuff don't translate here in Jersey.
Listen, I fished a lot of puddles in South Jersey, man, and there's fish that'll eat these baits in every single one of them.
I was trying to tell him because
Every
I fished in North Jersey the first time I came out to the Northeast with a fishing rod, and I caught 3 fish on a big bait, like a 10-inch glide bait.
Yeah. Dude, I've fished the most pressured ponds around here, and there are fish to be caught on.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I fished one place, Clark's Pond, with a 10.5-inch big boy 316 wake, which I mean,
which is as big as this.
Yeah, as big as that.
Size. Yeah.
And I caught a 5-pounder on that pressured lake.
Yeah, dude.
It's a Wake Junior on steroids. You know what I mean? Like
for sure. Back in the day, man, like when I was fishing this bait, it was mid 2000s.
Yeah.
They're 250.
Yeah. 250.
And that was unheard of for a bait back then.
You don't find like this thing is. I don't know if I've ever seen another one that's like in that shape and what that is.
I didn't even have.
I feel like I should reach out to Mickey and give that back to him. Like, he probably doesn't have one of them floating around.
So that's probably for like.
That's the fins. That's
in and out,
wherever they are right here.
Wow.
That's those removable fins. Yeah.
See, I fished the next gen when they didn't have this with a soft tail.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
I had
about.
the
But
Lexan
before
tail.
the newer Armageddon.
Right.
Yeah.
But boy, I got it done.
Yeah, I can imagine. Especially at that time, you know, probably.
Nobody was throwing a bait like this.
I mean.
Who was gonna show about 250? I was.
Man. Yeah,
That's cool, man.
Whole different thing.
Yeah, we should probably wrap that one.
Yeah, I'll put that one in here.
Oh, here he comes. Look at this man.
Oh yeah.
He out there doing work. He had 6 laps around this thing to our 1. So he's not even coming in. He's just setting up to make another cast. Man is savage. Make sure you guys subscribe to that man's channel. One of the realest dudes I've ever met. Put some respect on his name. What year is that classic win?
2002.
Close. I think it was 4.
4? 2004?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that. But still getting it done, man. Look at that. A dude that's done all that he's done. He's out there still getting it. And mind you, we've been getting our butts kicked for 4 days. And I got my fish, and I'm good. He is not playing with me. Says never give up.
That grind. You a keyboard player, my man, that's hella loud. Itch to make you catch fish, get him in the net quick, cast for another stick. That real deal, raw uncut, still chasing PBs, cause it's never enough. My drag itch to make you catch fish, get him in the net quick, cast for another stick. That real deal, raw uncut, still chasing PBs, cause it's never enough. Medium light, graphite for the subtlest bites. Sun bright, blue skies, not a cloud in sight. It's dynamite when I drop, and the school ignites, pinning them down on the